It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Snowhawks of Anchorage. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now here's Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Third and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Love from the gun. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here now, 2nd and 4. They go bootleg. Love. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to move the pocket there. Out to the right on the bootleg, but nothing develops. And he's forced to just throw this one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
On 1st and 10, Love. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Fletcher Cox forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Love. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's caught. Touchdown. Alec Pierce, 33 yards. And the Snowhawks had 6 to their lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because giving up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll go right back to St. Brown. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man left side, it's the tight end, Tunyon. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll give it to Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Mixon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So having been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field. And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 85 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. First down, going to the air with Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Dig deep.
Let's go, baby. It's going to be a good day, boys. All right, let's go.
Okay, ready?
Well, the field goal obviously a little dicier here with the elements in the snow, but still right on the border of field goal range. But they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And man over the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? One more time with Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. DeAndre Swift as the first half is winding down. And the Snowhawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes' throw complete there to St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly, got a great break on the ball, and able to force that incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Cross red. Hut.
Love, they go play action now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Daxton Hill picks it off. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Patrick going to change the play. On first down, Mahomes. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Now Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Washington.
Mahomes now on first down. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And the Washington first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Hey, 43, 15.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. On third down, Mixon. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Commanders get a bit closer. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Commanders 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Steal. Check steal.
From the gun, here's Swift. There he goes, right side. Inside the 20. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He finds his man Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
31. Commanders 41.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. On second down, Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes throw here hauled in by Kupp. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And here, down 2 scores, you've still got some time, but you've got to start thinking about preserving the clock when you can. And that's a nice job to secure the football, pick up the 1st down, and get out of bounds.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Joe Mixon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Commanders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. On the return, here's Shaheed. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the 4th quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. Greg Newsome up to make the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Right back to Swift again on second down. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Ready up.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Drill, 52. Ready.
Once again, it's Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
I apologize. Tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Trouble, 38. Ready.
They'll try and run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They come up short here on 4th down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Then coaches drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Given the snow, you'd have to think they're likely not in field goal range just yet as they come up on a critical 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in the comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them. I admit, things are now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
Ready. Stand. Ready.
First down, here's White. Down to about the 22 here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Commanders' 22-yard line.
Full speed. Red, yellow.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
On the set.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Striker. 3-3. Ready?
On play action. Love to throw. It's caught by Hooper. Touchdown! Austin Hooper. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Snowhawks will add to their fourth quarter lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes. St. Brown on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes. Looking for Mixon this time. He's got him on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Here now, 2nd and goal.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback, and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. He'll get it up the middle, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25.
Here we go. Set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Here we go. Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow, lining.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back.
Do this.
On the double. Ultra, ultra.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey, check mega.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past